A mí todo el que me pregunta dónde tú vives, yo no le digo yo vivo en LA, o yo vivo en Nueva York, o yo vivo en Puerto Rico.
Imagine for a moment a world where the gatekeepers of the music industry established a rule that to become a global icon, you must sing in English. A world where masculinity was defined by rigidity, and where a young boy packing grocery bags in a small town supermarket had no business dreaming of conquering the world. The story begins on March 10th, 1994, in a humble household where his father drove a truck and his mother taught English, a home filled with the sounds of salsa and merengue, but devoid of luxury, where a young Benito, shy and introverted, found his first stage in the local church choir. Yet as he grew, the harsh realities of life set in, forcing him to juggle his studies in communication at the University of Puerto Rico with a grueling job as a bagger at the corner supermarket, a visual that stands in stark contrast to the Gucci-clad superstar we see today. But it was in the silence of the night, after the long shifts, that the magic happened, as Benito would retreat into his own world, creating beats and uploading songs to SoundCloud as an independent artist with no studio and no backing, just raw passion and a unique voice that didn't sound like anyone else. That persistence paid off in 2016 when his track dials caught the attention of DJ Lou, catapulting him from the grocery aisles to the recording booth. But what made Bad Bunny truly different was not just his trap beats. It was his refusal to conform to the machismo culture of Latin music. He painted his nails. He wore skirts. He embraced a fluidity that confused the critics, but captivated a generation that was starving for authenticity. His meteoric rise continued as he collaborated with titans like Daddy Yankee and J Balvin. But the true paradigm shift occurred when he crossed over into the American mainstream, not by adapting to them, but by making them adapt to him, forcing arguably the biggest artist in the world, Drake, to sing in Spanish on the track Mia, and dominating the Billboard charts with Cardi B on I Like It, proving that music transcends language. As the years rolled on, Bad Bunny didn't just release albums, he released eras, with YHLQ MDLG and Unverano Sinti, shattering streaming records on Spotify, and becoming the soundtrack of the entire globe. Yet perhaps the most defining moment of his biography wasn't on a stage, but on the streets of San Juan in 2019, when he paused his massive European tour to return home and lead the protests against a corrupt governor, standing atop a truck with a flag in his hand, proving that he was not just an entertainer chasing checks, but a voice for his people who understood the weight of his platform. Today, as we look at the man who has wrestled in the WWE, acted in Hollywood, and become the most streamed artist on earth for years in a row, we don't just see a celebrity, we see the triumph of authenticity, a lesson that tells us that you do not need to change who you are to fit into the world. You simply need to be so undeniably good that the world changes to fit you, and that is why the boy from the supermarket will be remembered not just as a hitmaker, but as a legend who did it his way.
Gracias a Dios estoy vivo y eso es lo que importa. Yo me he enamorado 515 veces y contigo son 516. Así que eso no es nada nuevo. Toca seguir, luchar y olvidar. Y más adelante si hay que enamorarnos de nuevo, nos volvemos a enamorar.
Papi, en la vida nunca todo el mundo va a estar 100% de acuerdo contigo. Hay gente que te va a querer, gente que te va a odiar. No importa cómo tú vivas, no importa lo que tú hagas, tú puedes ser el mejor tipo del universo. Al final del día, papi, a mí no me importa esa gente. Yo no actúo en base a la gente porque yo estoy tranquilo y contento de que mi madre sabe quién yo soy, sabe la clase de persona que soy, sabe el hijo que crió.